Hey, I'm David, and welcome to my house that I built the last year and a half. And I think my friend Jim, an article came out on me in the newspaper here, and my friend Jim sent it into you guys, and thank God he did, because who knows, maybe I'll have a show on your station or whatever. But anyways, I got a lot of letters, and a lot of people said I should have a show on your station, that it would be fun and entertaining and funny and different. And I'm just myself, that's all I know how to do. And I'm comfortable if I'm creating, whether it's writing a song, making a leather bag, making jewelry, doing woodwork, painting on glass, reverse, doing photography. This is one of my books, it's called Dinner for One. And I see all roads lead to one. And I did this. I used to walk around the block and write every day, what was going on in my head, the life's journey. I've been through it all. I used to be an actor. I was an idiot, took steroids, did that whole thing. But then I got into extreme health. And I could share that too, my diet, the way I eat all green. I still eat buffalo, but it's a whole story. I can lower anyone's low blood pressure, drop their PSA back down to 0. It's all what you put in your body. But anyway, I'm here to talk about this, what I've built. I built everything by hand. I do the brick, I do the stone, and I make it fun. My girlfriend was here. I taught her how to do everything too. She knows how to do it all. And then I didn't work for a year and a half, and then I got in trouble, and then a guy walked in here and he started crying, and he goes, something spiritual's happening here. This is what I want, but I want an ice cream shop. So the last 7 months, I've been building an ice cream shop, and they came in and did the story on that, and that's what happened with that. So anyway, I could take you around, but I think you've seen pictures. You could go on Facebook, on Instagram, or whatever, and see what I do. And and I hope you like it. It's different. It's not that you have all those shows I see sometimes when I go to the gym. I don't really have a television, but when I go work out, I see what's going on, and I see the fixer-upper shows, and they're all good. But no one would have a show like this. Nobody, because I'm a craftsman, and everything is one of a kind. Every table I make, and whether I got paid 99 cents or I got paid $1 million. I'm going to do the same thing, because everything I do is from my heart. I'm passionate about every single thing that I do. I'm excited. Life is a gift. This is heaven. This could be heaven. We don't know. So you have to make the most of every second of every day. And to me, creating makes you closer to Creator. This is what we're here for. This is what we do. This is, and it's beautiful. How could you want to feed your body or your soul or your spirit with anything bad unless you're ignorant, like I was when I was younger, taking steroids, eating all that protein, that garbage stuff turns to sugar in your body. It's a whole conversation, but we can go over that. Some people don't want to hear about it. None of the bodybuilders like me anymore, because I tell people, don't take drugs. Don't take steroids. Don't take anything. Don't put anything in this body of yours that's gonna be, that it's not gonna like. The only thing you want to put in that body is what's gonna feed your cells. So that's what I tell people. And you can't find what you need in a supermarket. I tell people, if you're gonna go to the supermarket, make sure you buy what's in a box, because when you get home, you could throw everything in the box away and just eat the box, because at least that's not going to kill you. So that's my philosophy on that. But the passion right now has been, I'm a singer-songwriter. Did you see Suitcase Man? Go look at Suitcase Man. It has pictures of this place. And I thought that would be a good title too, maybe. But anyways, a Suitcase Man, for years I've created. I have a well of art. It's overwhelming. I could overwhelm anyone. I've written 6 musicals. I've written screenplays. And I don't know anyone, so no one's ever read anything or seen anything. I have thousands of photos. I've been doing lately photographs, because I have it in my phone, and then I just put it together in a video in like 20 minutes with one of my songs. Right now, a famous producer in LA found my music, thank God, and this is happening, and they're going to get a publishing deal and get my songs to famous people. So I think I know I'm a good songwriter, because anything you do every single day, you're eventually going to get good at it. And I've been writing songs since I was like junior high. That's all I did. I never opened a book. I never copied anyone. I have my own style with everything I do, whether it's making my clothes, whether it's eating, whether it's designing, whether it's writing. I'm not copying anyone, so it is what it is. It's just honest, and it's from the heart, it's from the soul, and it feeds my spirit. And hopefully when I talk about it and when you see it, it's going to feed you. And I know this is Faith Street Corner Tavern. I directed a film called Faith Street Corner Tavern about my brother. I have a twin brother. Is he crazy or is he enlightened? He has more faith than anyone I've ever met in my life. So I did a film on it, and Marvin Levy from DreamWorks saw part of it. He blew me off, but then he was amazed. After talking to me, he got curious, and he called me back, and he says, David, did you see Terrence Malick's Tree of Life? I go, yeah. Well, he goes, I didn't like that film, but it won Best Film and Best Film Golden Globe and Best Cinematography. Just from your teaser and trailer, I can tell your film is more beautiful and more poetic. And that's a true story. And then he hooked me up with Mia at Sony Pictures Classic, and that's a long story. But because of the music and the beauty and blah, 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 it was picked up. But then, ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. But that's my life. It's up and down. Everything is like a roller coaster ride. So anyway, if we did a show together, it would be a blessing for me, and I think it would be a blessing for you. And I know people would like it, because I hear it all the time. You should have one of those design shows, because what you do, David, is so different. It's unique. It's powerful. It's raw. It's pure energy. And I went to Italy. I did a film there, and I love the architecture in Italy. I love the craftsmanship. And it's the imperfections that are perfection. The guy that I'm building for, when I'm building everything, whenever it's messed up, that I fix that mess up. I fix the imperfection with an inlay or a twist of this or a twist of that. And that's what makes it so interesting. It's always different. Every single piece is unique. The wood itself is art. You know, this old barn wood, and people go online, look at what's in vogue in New York right now. In vogue is what I'm doing with the reclaimed wood, but nobody does it like me, because my stuff looks like it's 300 years old. And that's the difference. Go look all over. Go look on reclaimed wood till you're blue in the face. But what you're going to see is they take it and they make a new looking table. Who cares? I think it's redonkulous. So anyways, it's different strokes for different folks. Some people will come in this place, which I call Faith Street, and go, where's the drywall? Where's the carpet? It's down the street. It's not here. You're not going to find that. Because I like stuff looking raw, natural, organic, blah, blah. Like, I'll show you something. Like, I love Native Americans. I love the cowboys. I love that era. So anyway, but you can't find anything that looks authentic. Look, so I make these bags, but this takes 50 hours. But this is just, to show you what I would go to the extent to do. And it's called Footprints from the Past, and Native Heart series. And so everything has these native hearts on it. But see how old that looks? I have tons of these. But anyway, that's another thing I do. But you can put that on furniture. So this is my guitar case. So I feel like it's like show and tell. I hate talking about myself, but I'm trying to. I hate it. That's what I hated about the industry. People coming up to you and, you're a regular person. Go on my Facebook page and watch Was I Your Hero? A song called Was I Your Hero? It's talking to them, because it's weird, you're just a regular person. So that's why I live in the woods alone with a Great Dane. I love animals, they're pure love. And that's what I am. I'm pure love. So if you don't like that, you're going to hate this show, because that's what I'm about. So this is what I made for my guitar case. See, it's work. That's why I can't make any money, because it's not worth it. It takes hours to do this, so it's not cost effective. Who should make more money, the artist or the plumber? I mean, it doesn't even make sense, you know? So anyway, it shouldn't be about, you need money, not for happiness. I'm rich. I'm just broke. But I'm rich in the soul, I'm rich in the heart, because I love what I do every day, but I'm saying, that's what's important, but you need money to be comfortable. And so, you know, so anyway, I was telling, see all the hearts, it's native hearts. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just saying, whatever's coming to mind right now, that's what I'm feeding you. Because I think you're supposed to see if I can talk, because maybe you think because the guy took steroids, he used to lift heavy weights and try to show off and be it's ridiculous. It was an ego thing, because I had so many learning disabilities, but my mother used to say, David, your true ability is your disability, because it makes you who you are and what you are, why you think different. Why do you think different than everyone else? It's because of all the learning disabilities, but that's a good thing. You find it out later. But at the beginning, you don't know what it is. You think there's something wrong with you, and blah, 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 blah. So anyways, I could talk about this diet, about what you eat, about art, about life, about metaphors. I talk in metaphors, in rhymes, and it's different. It's unique. And I think I think you'll get it. I think you'll get it. I should send you Dinner for One so you could read it. It's book one from my journey. And I think people are interested. I remember this lady one time, she said, David, those guys are nuts, they're crazy, we don't want to work with them. Because look what they did. We were acting in those films. To play dumb. It takes a smart guy to play dumb. That wasn't us in those films. We were playing stupid. I remember I was in a line at a cinema in a movie theater, and someone heard me, and they turned around and they go, man, I can't believe the way you speak, because they thought that's, so anyways, that's interesting too. The whole thing to me is, I think it's interesting, people would find it interesting, so the art world, I think, people have to learn. If they learn the arts and they're introduced to it, and, there's not enough of it anymore. There's not enough. We've traded in nature, which is, this whole place is nature. When you come in here, you feel blessed, you feel alive, you feel amazing because of the energy in here, because everything is raw and old. It's like the wine. The older it gets, the better it gets. Everything in here is like that. So it has a story. Everything has a story. And I think you will love this. I think you'll love, and I know you will. And if you follow the journey and see me I'm making this stuff. I could go in and do this in a month in someone's house. If I had workers, I go, you do that, and I just stay on them and make sure they're doing it right. And because it's the design. That's why if I go in and do the work at the ice cream shop, and I build him an amazing huge cabinet with shelves and everything, and it's gorgeous material, but it's the design. So it takes me 3 days. So if he paid me $25 an hour, he just got a cabinet that in LA would cost $24,000, here $13,000, and he got it for $200, $600. It's ridiculous, So you would be a blessing for me. And I think a blessing for people, because I think people are looking for this. I hear it all the time. They're looking for you, David. What you bring. I don't know what it is. If I bring you on a photo shoot, if we go if I take a kid that's problems, I have a project called Postcards from the Apocalypse. Through the doom, they find bloom. No matter what you're going through in life, through art or nature, you can get through it, and you will. And I go and time again, and I photograph, whether it's an adult or a child, And but boom, their spirit opens up and they see themselves how I see them. I see the beauty in everything and everybody, and I'll find that and I'll capture it, and you will see it. And you and your friend and your mother and your father and your sister and your brother and the guy in jail and the alcoholic and the drug addict. Everybody has light in them. And a lot of times you have to go through the darkness to get to the light. And you're not going to condemn somebody or put them in jail and think they're going to that's not what you do. People are on a bad path because of the wrong people. They did the wrong thing, but they have that light in them. You just have to find it. And that's what I do. That's what I'm good at. It's a gift. I find that light, and then I show them on film. So Postcards from the Apocalypse, I photograph these kids, and like, it's amazing because these kids that are depressed and low self-esteem, and it opens them up, and it works every time. I tell people, you don't need a psychiatrist. All you got to do is come to me and let me photograph you. And if you don't like it, you don't owe me a dime. You don't owe me. It's not about the money. I would do it all for free, but you got to make a living, you know? Believe me, I've been down and out. I'm working my ass off, but still I got to go in the store and steal food. It's embarrassing, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Survival of the fittest. If there's a real God, he's going to understand, because he knows that you would work your ass off. You would get on the floor and clean toilets, right? But you got to eat. And what if you're doing all that and you can't? It's not fair. So, anyway, did you learn anything from this? I'm trying to introduce myself. I'm trying to tell you the truth, and maybe something came across that's going to strike a chord. You know what I'm saying? With a guitar, you know? So, like, I have thousands of songs. So, I'm down on my luck, but it's looking up. I'm hungry and thirsty with an empty cup. Life isn't easy, but I love to live. I ain't got much money, but I love to give. It's out of tune. Now I'm not a minister, but I love to preach. Never liked school, but I love to teach. Not a great singer, but I love to sing. And I'll write a song about anything. Oh, it's terrible. And the years, they gon' by me, and it's too late to go back again. And the ghosts are behind me, creeping up now and then. Playing this old guitar makes me a happy man. Or a poem for the people that don't understand. How does it feel when you get to the point in your life when nothing you do is wrong because you know you're being led by a greater light? The no's and the maybes thinking you're crazy, pushing you harder, you've never been lazy. You can't possibly meet me and know who I am when your head is buried so deep in the sand, and no matter what I say, you will never understand. I come from a place where there is no race, no color of skin, no religion or sin. No judges, nor jackals, nor thieves, if you please. No mistakes in this walk, only lessons to be taught, and the less that you think is so good for your thought. So I walk down this path with my head in my hand, always knowing God has a greater plan. And it's not about what I want or what I think, and if I turn the wrong way, I shall sink. But only for a moment in time, just enough to create a new rhyme, so I might free myself and go on and realize that my fall was a stepping stone. And then when I'm alone, I'm never alone, and where I'm led is my real home. How much the universe sees, how many times do I lose my keys? I thank God on bended knee, for he has bathed me in tears, so I receive open ears. Roots that travel deep in the ground, planting me and holding me down, so I am fed and sound. That's the realization that I sent to someone that didn't understand me and badmouth me and my brother because of ignorance and judgmental and judging a book by its cover. So they think you're crazy. You can't ignore my art that is calling, or run from my poet's plume that is blooming, or sit by a window that challenges ethics. You question my intelligence, but ask about my methods. My rhymes speak with a tongue that is rolling. My breath and heart are never controlling. I'll cut you to heal your wounds that need bleeding. I'll throw away your books 'cause reading's misleading. My love will cradle you and trust you unquestioned, as the masked man voted in the last election. He painted his face, afraid of how they treat him. The serpent wore a tie in order to beat him. Morals that fell into the hands of a clock. See the clock? As time sped up when David launched the rock. You can't see with the eyes the news is sending. You can't walk a straight line in a world that is bending. Or hope for change, afraid of a triangle, the Illuminati, that spies on us from the carrot they dangle. I listen to the flowers and trees because they're honest, as the oil and bullets and promises fell upon us. Her heart was hollow, her ego was swollen. She had a room full of jurors that drove cars that were stolen. The marionette spoke from a heart that was real. He was warned by the executioner never to feel. Spirituality was climbing a ladder that was falling. The psychic couldn't find the phone. The priest kept calling. The psychiatrist pushed a shopping cart full of problems. The mathematician followed, wanting to solve them. The truth lies in the hands of a baby. Don't ask the artist, cause he's just crazy, just crazy. The A, the B, the C, the D, the E, the F, the G, the H, the I, the J, the K, the L, the M, the O, the P, the Q, the R, the S, the T, the U, the V, the W, X, the Y, the Z. Crazy. Because I'm crazy, crazy about love and crazy about life. Because I'm crazy, crazy about love and crazy about life. I hope you like this introduction. I hope you call Mr. Jim Crab and say, Jim, we love David. He's a little nuts. He's a little eccentric. He's a little salt, a little pepper, but he's got a spark of light that it is missing, and it's because he doesn't eat Happy Meals. Well, he eats Happy Meals, but they make him happy, but he eats green. But anyway, thank you for watching this. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. Believe me, I've been humbled the last years and years. I've been humbled to the, you'd have to make a new word up for the humility that I've learned through this walk that I call Faith Street. So, God bless.